Actually, I'm so mean. I can't recap.
That is so savage. Oh my gosh, Fred sat next to me in music. I had a whole hour of being next to him. He even touched me, did he? Hi.
Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. The other week I asked you guys in a video if you would be interested in me reading out some of my old diaries from when I was in primary school, going up to secondary school until I was about 13 or 14 years old. So there's a big transition between being 9 and being 14. However, I kept a diary pretty avidly throughout that whole time period. As you can see, I'm joined with my mum. Why are you laughing already?
I'm just wondering why I...
Because, right, so when I suggested doing this, a lot of people were like, why don't you get your mum to react? Why don't you get your brother to react? Why don't you get your boyfriend to react? And I was like,
reading it.
Yeah, because me just narrating like things that happened to me as a 9-year-old probably isn't going to be a funny video. But I don't think you've ever read any of these.
No,
or maybe you have, I don't know.
I didn't even know you had them.
Yes, you did. This one
I knew you had the
especially.
JLS one.
This one came everywhere with me. I mean, this is a date stamp in itself, isn't it? So basically, we have a whole collection. Firstly, the diaries themselves are quite funny. The reason this gained traction was because I actually have a Benedict Cumberbatch Year 9 diary. That's not in here because I only wrote like 2 entries in it. And it was just like, today I'm in French. But we've got Gryffindor. This one, look at this one.
Wow.
This was like...
That looks like really dated because
really dated. Then we've got obviously the JLS. This one, another one. This is a tiny little Libra diary, which I filled. This was my Year 5 diary. Wow. And then this is one of the better. This is a Jacko Wilson journal. And then this one, Mum, do you know what this one is? This is my vegetable diary.
How did you do this amount of writing? Some people don't write this in their entire, like,
lives.
School book?
Yeah.
Right through school. When did you do all this?
So this one's 2009. It's giving me the fear that you're reading it, even though I don't know what it says myself.
Well, I can't discuss it if I don't read it.
No, where do you want to start? All of these entries are about one guy that was in my primary school class, and I don't even know why I thought he was the bee's knees. Change his name to just anything else. Oh god, it's giving me the fear.
I'm sure he doesn't watch. Wednesday the 13th of January 2010.
So I was 10, guys.
Oh my gosh. Beep.
Pick a name.
Fred. Sat next to me. That's what I always call your vlog. Oh my gosh. Fred sat next to me in music. I had a whole hour of being next to him. He even touched me, did he?
Touch spelled with 2 O's. Even better.
Tooched me. T-O-O-C-H-E-D. Who's got this guy in English? He took my hat off my head and banged it on my head and then covered my face with it. Why did you have a hat on in school?
I used to always wear that Baker Boy hat, do you remember? And everybody used to call me Postman's hat. Yeah.
You wore it in a lesson?
Yeah, I never took that hat off.
He likes me and I love him. Fred fell over at playtime and was crying. I can't believe I was going to wait a few weeks before I got back with him. I'm so glad I didn't. Why?
Because I think he'd been my boyfriend for like a week, the week before. That's the consensus for the whole book. So there's pages and pages and pages, and if it's not about that, it's about sleepovers.
Your tooth fell out that day.
Oh, my tooth fell out. Oh my god, I was still losing teeth. Do you want to read it?
I don't think I can. Mummy got up and she was cross because Daddy had snored all night. Then she came upstairs and asked me if the fairies had come, and I said no because they hadn't, and so I went to check and a pound was there. So I said that Mummy must have just put it there when she came up the stairs.
Did you put a pound in from the tooth fairies? This was because my tooth fell out the day before, right? Yeah.
When we went to town and it had snowed a little, I slipped, but I didn't fall. And Mummy fell over trying to catch me, and people stared. And there's a theme of me falling over in town.
No, the other time because you were drunk. Not because it's...
Actually, the last time I wasn't drunk.
Mum falls over a lot. It's like a thing.
I can't help it if you live in a stupid town that's got cobbles.
It's the
cobbles.
It's the cobbles. It gets worse. It keeps going.
People stared, and then she went into a shop and Mummy was nearly... What?
Mummy nearly fainted.
I nearly fainted.
Her face kept slanting to the side.
See, that was having a stroke. Nobody cared. I think I was alright.
What a tidal drama. Further on into that year, we progressed to being a JLS fan. So we're in mid-2010. We've just progressed from the big book to the little book. And this is quality because 50% of this book is one detailed account of a trip to Liverpool, and it just goes on and on and on and on.
With drawings?
With drawings. This is written at school in an RE lesson. It follows on.
Holy.
It follows on from me disliking the RE syllabus. In last week's video, I told a story about how in high school we did a whole section of the RE course where we compared Jesus to Edward Scissorhands. If you haven't seen last week's video, that'll make no sense. To be honest, having lived the experience, it still makes no sense.
I hope Mrs. Thompson doesn't notice me writing. I do really like her, but it's a shame that she has to teach a subject I hate. About a minute ago, Fred, I hate him. We've moved on now, it's March.
We've moved on, it has been a few weeks.
He nicked my pencil and then yelled really loudly, "It's not yours," and I said it is. I hate boys, I will never understand them.
To be honest though, was I wrong?
What about not understanding boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I was pretty bang on age 10. I feel like, you know, it doesn't really get any better, so. Nothing changes. Actually, nothing changes. This entry, this is just the entry on its own. It's, oh no, we are doing PE. I hate PE. It's tag rugby. That's the end.
You played tag rugby at primary school?
Yeah. I think we should just read a couple of extracts. I'm going to read a few from this one because this isn't a diary. This is like prompts, and one specifically stood out and it really cracked me up. In fact, shall we see how much has changed? So when I was 10, my favourite food, pasta, pizza, chocolate.
Same.
Still pretty accurate. Favourite music? Love Story, Taylor Swift.
Wow.
I was 10. I was 10 when I wrote this. Here we go. This is what I wanted to read out. So, hopes and dreams. When I'm 15 or 16, I want to be in the Winter Olympics for ice skating.
Wow.
When I was 15. And then when I'm around 19, 20, 21, I'm going to be an actress. And then at 23, I'm going to get married. Sorry, I'm actually 23, 14 months from now. And then I want to have children, and then after my children start school, I want to go into fashion designing. I want to marry somebody famous, probably. And none of that is coming true.
Yeah.
Not a single thing. So you know when you see those celebrities where they're like, oh, I knew this was my dream since I was 9 years old. My lifelong goal was to be a Winter Olympian and to be married by 23.
You've done a lot by the time you're 23.
Yeah, because I'd also been an actress. After my Winter Olympics. Predictions for the future. 5 years from now, I'll be 15 years old. I hope I'll have a boyfriend and be nearly ready to leave high school. That came true.
Yeah.
Had a boyfriend, left high school at 16. But 10 years time, I'll be 20 years old and have just come out of university. Well, I wouldn't have done. Even if I'd gone, I wouldn't have done. I'll start going into acting and I'll have a boyfriend or a fiance. This is my favourite bit. When I'm older, I shall live in a big mansion. I will have quad bikes and lots of land.
That's more concerning. You're having 3 children?
I want 3 children.
Do you?
Oh, and they've got names.
Oh gosh.
Imogen, Daisy and William, and my husband is Fred from the other.
You didn't like him anymore. Fred dumped her on that page, but now they're back together again on that page, so all good.
The worst part is I didn't even ever speak to him. Like, I never spoke to this boy ever, really.
You still don't?
Nope. I wouldn't even know him if I saw him now. So the last 2 that we're going to read from are from high school. No, this is year 7 and this is year 8. I wish I could read a diary from your time at high school. I literally can't show you this because I'm actually so rude.
So big.
Jabs. We've just had some more jabs. All the jabs. Katie gave me 18 pieces of chewing gum, well, bubble gum, so I had a piece on the way home. Olivia didn't think the jab hurt, so I decided not to share my bubble gum with her.
Oh dear.
God, it's so, being 12 is a weird
It's hard
time.
work, isn't it?
Yeah. We went to Cardiff Bay. It's got nice shops and a nice seafront, but it was really cold. After we'd located our widely spread possessions, we left. Not just we left.
I bet you'd been doing something in English
Yeah, probably, yeah.
about how to write.
So I'm 13 now by this time.
Today was April Fool's Day. When I woke up, I went to tie Harry's feet together with ribbon.
I think I thought I was like a right little prankster.
I thought this would be a funny joke for when he stood up, however I woke him up when I was trying. So instead I turned his iPod into Japanese mode.
We also went to Next Home and I took lots of pictures so that I can start designing my own dream home for when I'm older. Do I or do I not still do that?
You do. Can confirm.
Yeah. I am so dramatic. Rachel texted me asking if I wanted to go into town and deciding I should probably become more of a social butterfly.
Ooh.
I accepted. We walked into town in the sunlight, chattering absent-mindedly. All I had on was a pink miniskirt and a top, obviously. Oh, I shared a Fanta with Rachel. Yeah, nothing's really changed.
Not really.
Rachel and I went into town last week, just a bigger town. And
Did you share a
away.
Fanta?
We didn't share a Fanta.
You shared a cocktail.
We did. Oh my god, this is so jokes, right? So my friend Jack, I was really good friends with Jack at the time, Jack Hughes. Yeah, no, I am still, but as in this is when I was like in my prime, like Jack and I would talk on the phone every single day. I was reading Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, but the other day Jack was slagging them off saying that they're just books, and it upsets me because if you've read it then fair enough, but if not then you've just got no right to comment, be judgmental or mean. So I seriously had to consider our friendship over this. The books win, hands down.
Jack, if you're watching.
That was the end of that. I was so mean. I can't.
That is so savage.
Oh, this is earlier than that one, so they're all around the same time, 2012. This is the summer holidays between year 7 and year 8. Oh, the opening ceremony of the London Olympics. Do you know what? I've documented a lot of time passing in
This
these.
is just like a vlog before.
Well, do you know what? I was thinking, why do I not have any diaries from year 10 onwards? And that's because I vlogged everything from year 10 onwards. And these aren't like super scandalous or like my deepest, darkest thoughts. It's literally a recount of my day. So the difference now between reading them is that I can watch them because I just recount my day. A vlog is sort of the same thing.
That's exactly what it is.
Today I watched Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. Oh, you've lit up, Mum.
Oh, I'm going to the angels. That's
That's
it.
Today we're going to Paris. We got up at 6 AM. We left the Leeds airport at 7, but I fell asleep because my travel sickness pills knocked me out. Basically, I used to get really travel sick, more so in the car than on the plane. I would have taken travel sickness tablets.
I think that might have been the first time you'd taken them.
But they weren't the ones that were like anti-drowsiness. So Mum was like, here you go, have these tablets. Also, sorry about the light, lol. And I just fell asleep in the airport. Like
on the table.
On the table.
In the cafe.
Like I just could not wake up. And then we boarded the plane and I was there like...
You was like that for the rest of the
literally
day.
was the whole day. I was knocked out. So I've never taken those travel sickness tablets since. Very, very detailed account of our trip to Magic Kingdom. So we got the train from Disneyland Paris to Paris, like the city of Paris. What happened on the train, Mum?
There was this boy on the train that kept staring at what I was drawing. He looked a bit like Tom Daly and he kept smiling at me.
I think I fancied Tom Daly at the time because it had just been the London Olympics.
But they were still on.
Yeah.
We
Oh yeah, they were, weren't they?
That one, the dreaded day we got that train.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my god,
once we got off, we walked to the famous church to see Notre Dame.
It was nice.
The descriptive writing went out the window. Sorry, years and years being a famous landmark, arguably Paris's, like one of Paris's most famous landmarks. My description of Notre Dame.
It was nice. No. Though the minster at the centre of Beverley is equally as nice. I bought 8 Eiffel Tower key rings in brackets. Mini one. Magic Harry Potter.
Yeah, just in case you thought, you know, I was bringing home 8 Eiffel Towers. We tried to find a train station which was a disaster. It was basically the French Underground. Well no, it was the French Underground. When the train eventually arrived, it was a double-decker train and it was packed. I remember that so vividly. That's probably the worst public transport experience I've ever had in my life. This is when I met Jack! Right.
Gone backwards there.
We are, we've done a little bit of jumping around here. So this boy was there feeding the goats, so I fed them too. He started talking to me and I found out he was from Liverpool and was 1 year older than me. He was talking to me for ages and I didn't really know what to say to him, but I did like him and I hope I see him again. Jack, hi. Oh, I think it's so nice and kind of so weird that like we met on holiday, because like holiday friends you don't usually keep through to like adulthood. No, you just meet them in like a playground or a swimming pool and you're friends for the holiday and that's like the end of it.
Shall I read that?
No! So I actually think there really wasn't anything that juicy. The most embarrassing, without doubt, just a quick little shout out, is this one, because there was a phase I thought I was going to be a gardener, but to the level where I actually made you guys buy me a greenhouse.
Oh yeah.
So I
Not a real one.
No, like a pop-up greenhouse where I would grow like peppers, carrots, cucumbers, apples, and we bought all of this stuff and none of it ever grew.
Yeah, it did. Some of it did.
No, we got 2 tomatoes and 2 peppers.
Yeah.
But I kept a diary because I'd seen somewhere that like good plant people kept diaries. So like this is without doubt the most embarrassing thing I've ever done as a child, and I can't believe I'm actually sharing this on YouTube.
Neither can I. We were actually quite worried about you for a time.
Really? Regular feeding with good fertiliser will be necessary for growing peppers.
And now we have 1 plant.
And we are both so surprised that we have not killed it.
We've still got that greenhouse.
I thought I was going to be
a famous gardener.
Mary Berry, but with vegetables. I think I'm most disappointed in myself that I thought I was going to be a married famous actress by my age. And clearly here we are, not married or a famous actress or with a degree. So I skated in the Winter Olympics.
You did not.
No. It's good to be ambitious.
And clearly I was just miserable.
Mum was moody today. Yeah, we didn't get on very well when I was about 10 though, did we?
No, probably not.
Do give this video a huge thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and I'm sure you'll see my mum in some other videos coming up soon. We have some moving vlogs coming, don't we? Yeah. We're not moving.
We're not moving.
I wish, oh my god, I wish it was moving house vlogs. No, but we are helping my brother move into university in 2 weeks time. So I'm gonna love you guys and leave you. I shall see you whenever I next upload. Not too sure when this is going up. But yeah, as I said, subscribe if you're new and you will see us very, very soon. Bye! David Cameron is the new Prime Minister. After Gordon Brown quit yesterday. Political commentary right there.
Very good.